Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I do have a special video because it's a video everyone's been waiting for. We are gonna do some of the FabFitFun spoilers. Will I get them all before we customize? Annuals customize? Probably not. But I will try to get them all as quickly as I can. I am trying to run a business and I was also sick for 2 weeks, so not only am I trying to run a business, I'm trying to catch up in my regular job and in that business. So it's a little bit tough, but I am gonna try to get you guys as much of the information as I possibly can. If you don't know what FabFitFun is, it is a lifestyle seasonal subscription box. That means it comes out with the seasons, winter, spring, summer, and fall. So you get 4 boxes per year. It's $54.99 per box. If you sign up annually, you do get a discount on that. If you're interested in trying them out, they are a box that I definitely recommend. I've had them for, I don't know, definitely more than 10 years, probably more than 13 years. I'll have to look up my exact date, but it's been a long time that I've been with FabFitFun and I have been happy in general. Like in general, I get my value out of my box, every single box. Sometimes there's a box that's like not that exciting to me, and then sometimes there's some that have some like real wow factor, but that's kind of the same with all subscription boxes, so it's still a box that I really recommend. If you're interested in getting $10 off of your box, I will put my referral link down below. It helps my channel out every time you use one of my referral links, so thank you so much. And it gives you $10 off your box, so it doesn't cost you any more to use it. It actually costs you less. So now let's get into category 1. The way FabFitFun customization works is if you're annual, you can customize your entire box, and if you're seasonal, you can customize the majority of your box. This category is one that everybody can customize, whether you're annual or seasonal, and usually it's the big categories that everyone can customize. So it's just the last couple things that you don't if you are a seasonal member. So starting off, we have from Christoph Robin, and I just happen to have the product because I've received it before. There are some throwback items in these customization categories we're going to go through. There's actually a lot of them. So this is a hair mask, and it's the regenerating mask. It says with rare prickly pear seed oil, and actually prickly pear seed oil I do think is really rare. You get very little oil from these. It's from cacti. You get very little, or cactuses. I don't know if you say cacti or cactuses, but whatever you say, you get very little oil from them. So it's expensive to extract it, and it's one of my favorite skincare ingredients. First off, it's really high in fatty acids, omega-6s and omega-9s. That's why it's one of my favorite ingredients. It also is really full of a lot of antioxidants and vitamins. So that's great for our skin, helping with any like preventative to any damage, and also help reverse some of that damage from free radicals. This also has amino acids that naturally stimulate collagen and also help with cell turnover. Those are the reasons I like that ingredient for my skin. But I did get this mask because I thought it might also have some of the same benefits for my hair. That cell turnover is just kind of giving you like those fresh baby cells faster. So I still have yet to use it though. And the reason is the scent. I just don't like the scent. I feel like it has a little bit of a masculine scent to it. And it's just really strong. It smells like powdery and then also slightly of cologne. That's just the way that I would describe it. And it's just not my favorite. So I really like more fruity scents. For me, I don't know that it's gonna be for me if my hair gets like damaged enough. I've just found so many masks that smell great. They smell like mint, or they smell like chocolate, or just something like wonderful, a mango, like whatever. I found so many masks that have such a great scent to them that it's kind of hard for me to put one on that I don't really like the scent, even if it does have prickly pear seed oil, and I do think that's such a great ingredient. I just haven't brought myself to do it. But maybe I will, and then I can actually give you a review. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about the reviews that we got online as well. You do get 8.33 ounces or 250 milliliters, and the retail value is $69 for this mask, so it is a pricey product. So looking at the ingredients, I am going to look at my notes because I've highlighted some, and normally I try to memorize this for you guys, but we don't have the time. So it does have caprylic capric triglyceride. That is if glycerin and coconut oil had a little baby. And so if you really like coconut oil for your hair, if coconut oil has worked really well for your hair, it does work well for my hair, then this might be a good product if that's like, it's one of the top ingredients. It's the 3rd ingredient on here. I did list on here that fragrance is really high up. It's like number 7 or 8 on the ingredients list, and it's a strong fragrance. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, maybe not for you. All of these things add up to whether this product is good or not good for you. It's not good for me because I don't like the particular scent, but if you like the scent, you might like that it's way up there, and you know, you have a nice smelling hair if it's the scent for you. It also has 2 forms of vitamin E, tocopherol acetate, and then it also just has tocopherol at the bottom. And then it has that prickly pear, which is full of natural vitamin E as well. It's actually the oil with one of the highest concentrations of vitamin E. So now let's do the review. It has 3.7 star with 574 reviewers. Positives were that it's great for thick hair. So if you have thin hair, those were on the negatives more than in the positives. But a lot of people said, like, I have thick, coarse hair and my hair drinks it up. So they were using the word thick or coarse when they had the really positive reviews. They also had positives that it helped brighten their hair, so brighten the color of their hair, in addition to the moisturizing that it does as well. For the negatives, it said, 1, the scent, and it was mostly described as baby powder, and I agree, but I also think there's just like some sort of masculine scent with it as well, like either guys deodorant or guys cologne. And if you like that scent, I remember once I said that about a different product and someone in the comments was like, ooh, I love masculine, like I love male cologne scents more than perfumes, then you actually might like it. But it's a mixture to me of some sort of like talc powder or baby powder mixed with that like slight masculine scent. And then the other thing was, like I said, that it's not great for thin hair on the negatives. But overall, those were really the only trends. So it seems like if you have thick hair, this is good. If you have thin hair, not so good. If you don't mind strong scents and if you don't mind masculine scents, good. If that bothers you, probably not so good. As far as is it gonna work as a mask, all of the comments about its actual, like, is it hydrating? Nobody said this is drying. Nobody said, you know, it didn't work for my hair. Some people said it weighed their hair down, but most people were saying that it moisturized their hair. So if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for some intense moisturization and just like really getting that back in your hair and brightening your hair, because that was mentioned multiple times, then it works. It just would be if the scent or if your hair type, having thin hair, might be an issue where you might want to skip this one. Also, because it's a beauty product, I do always mention if it's cruelty-free or not, and this is a cruelty-free product. The next item is an L-Space cooler bag, and L-Space is a brand they've had before. They had a beach towel from L-Space, and it's a brand that I really love. Usually great quality, but this item is made specifically for FabFitFun, so it's exclusively made for FabFitFun, and then they put it on their website after. So the quality might not always be the same when it's something like that. But the bag is 16 inches finger to finger here by 13 inches finger to finger here, and then it has an 11-inch drop handle, and the handle is 1.5 inches wide. So that's what would be across your shoulder right there, finger to finger right there. It's $100 retail value, and L-Space is kind of a pricey brand, so that's probably on par, but like I said, when something's made for FabFitFun, I like to knock down some dollars, like $10, $20, just because they can literally put whatever MSRP they want. They could put any retail value they want because it's made specifically for them. So I do think they kind of increase the MSRP just a little because they have that opportunity and it increases the price of their box. I don't think they do anything crazy about it, but I always like to knock down a little bit when I'm looking at retail value if you make your decision based on retail value. It's made of 100% polyester canvas, and then it has a thermal layer that's made of polyethylene foam. And that's all the information I have on that, other than some photos. It's kind of hard to find information when it is one of those exclusive made items because there's not going to be any reviews, it hasn't really been out, and it's not really sold in other stores. It's usually just sold on the manufacturer's website, which is L-Space, and then FabFitFun. So the information kind of matches, and there's not much information I can share with you guys. And that goes for this next item as well. It's from Caravan Home, and it's a Lazy Susan. It's going to be a circle, so it's a 10.8 inch diameter. Just imagine that on screen as a circle. Or if I have time, I'll draw it for you. And this product is also exclusively made for FabFitFun. It's a $60 retail value. It's also 1 inch high because it has a little base, obviously. It's a little less than an inch high, but it has a base so that it spins. Now this product is not dishwasher safe. They also mention other things like it's not refrigerator safe. I don't know why I would put a Lazy Susan in the refrigerator unless you're just like, I mean, maybe that's kind of brilliant. Like you're trying to get your items out in the refrigerator. I'm pretty sure they also said it wasn't microwave safe. It does have stainless steel, so please don't put it in your microwave. But yeah, they mentioned weird things that it's not safe. All I care about is that it's not dishwasher safe. So the way that you clean this is with a damp cloth. I feel like that's a little bit too much work because there's so many products and Lazy Susans out there that I can dishwasher or use the dishwasher. I don't think you can make dishwasher a verb, but we did it. So yeah, don't put it in your refrigerator, don't put it in your microwave. It is made primarily of acacia wood, and that's a very sustainable wood, so it's being used a lot. It's also very durable. People can even use it for cutting boards. I don't think you would use a Lazy Susan for a cutting board, but it has been used for that because it's such a durable wood. And they use it for furniture, and it's like known to last like decades. So definitely has durability. Like, I think it's gonna be a long-lasting product, but again, because it's an exclusive item, it's only on Caravan Home and FabFitFun's website, so that's all the information I have for you. Next up, we have from Fenty Beauty, and I do not have the plumping one, but I do still have a gloss bomb. It is a set of 2 gloss bombs, but it is their plumping gloss bombs. So they call it Gloss Bomb Heat Lip Luminizer and Plumper. And the heat comes from one of the ingredients in their capsicum, which is made of cayenne pepper, and I will talk about that in just a minute, but it'll come looking something like this. I do like this gloss. It's not my favorite gloss because it has some ingredients that I normally like don't use. I've tried it on my lips. It does have like not the sticky tacky feel. Like, it has a smooth feeling, and it's this exact same size. You get 0.3 ounces and this is a 0.3 ounce. So this is just obviously not the lip plumping version. It's a $48 retail value, and you're gonna get hot cherry and then lemon lava. And if you notice, they have hot names, right? Hot cherry and lava, lemon lava. That's because it's gonna burn your lips a little bit. Now, if you read the reviews, it's kind of mixed on whether it burns your lips or not. Let's talk about the ingredients and then we'll talk about the reviews. So again, I'm pulling out my ingredients list. So it does have a microcrystalline wax. That is the ingredient that I avoid. It is a wax that's it's petroleum-based wax, so that's why I avoid it. It's just something that I personally don't use. I'm very picky with my lip products though. But that is a vegan wax. It also has shea butter. Shea butter is a very moisturizing ingredient. I do think that that's a great ingredient, whether it's for your lips or your skin. It has vitamin B by this methyl nicotinate, but that's vitamin B. It has vitamin E in both tocopherol and tocopherol acetate on here. Then it has this capsicum fruitescens fruit extract. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I can't pronounce these complicated words on this channel, but you know, I'm gonna give you the information. It's basically cayenne pepper extract, and then that's mixed with an oil to create this extract itself. Then it has a ginger root oil. So the way these products work is they cause minor damage to your lips, and it's also called a vasodilating effect. It opens the capillaries and then blood rushes, or it makes the capillaries bigger, and it causes blood to rush to your lips, and then that's what gives you that like slight plump. So it makes your lips like a little more pouty. You're not gonna see like a huge difference, but you're gonna see some difference. They'll give you a mild plumping pout. That's how they work, and they do it by causing minor damage to your lips, like I said. So I personally choose to avoid lip plumpers like this. This is something that's just personal to me because I don't wanna be causing damage to anything on my body. Especially, you don't know what kind of future consequences that has. So that's why I steer clear of them, but they definitely work. I've used some in the past before I got this picky about what I do with my skincare and my lip care, and they work. They do cause a slight plump, but it's temporary. It's 1 to 2 hours, and then you're constantly reapplying. If you just really want like a girl's night, have your best lips at the restaurant, you know, it's a way to do it without actually going in and having any like plastic surgery or anything like that. So it is possible. There's also lip plumpers though that use moisture and different ways like that to give you like the best lips long term instead of short term, instead of 1 to 2 hours. But they take patience, and they take using it every single day and making sure that you're not skipping any days so that you can build that up and then have like your best lips that you can have on your face. Putting a warning out there that it's actually really well known that overdoing it with this specific extract is not good. So if you have any product with this, just don't use it like constantly. Now let's talk about reviews. As a 4.3 star with 428 reviewers. And the positives are that it's moisturizing. So I do love that. I said before there's shea butter in here. There's a lot of lip plumpers that honestly are drying to the lips. This one leaves your lips more moisturized after you use it than before. So I do like that. It also had some that said that has a nice fruity scent, but there are so many bad reviews about the scent as well. The positives also mentioned that the color is sheer and that they only felt a mild tingling. Now this is where it gets interesting because the positive reviews say like, I don't know what these negatives are talking about, it's just a mild tingle. And then the negative reviews are like, my lips burned off. So I think it may have to do with sensitivity and also with how chapped your lips are. Because remember what I said, it's like making those capillaries bigger and rushing blood to the area. Well, if you have like cracked or dried or chapped lips, you're probably gonna feel a more intense burn because you're like opening those areas up that are already kind of damaged. So I think if you have healthy lips, you're probably gonna feel just the tingle, or if you don't have sensitive skin, because you have sensitive skin, your lip is also skin. So I don't know, obviously use at your own risk, but there are so many negative reviews about it burning or causing some pretty bad irritation. So just be careful and like spot test a spot if it's your first time using it. So the positives like that it was sheer, and the negatives said it's not pigmented enough. So if you like a sheer lip gloss, it's a positive for you. If you like pigment, it's a negative that it's sheer. The positives describe the scent as fruity, and then the negatives describe the scent as cherry mixed with hot sauce or spicy cherry, and for some reason that's a negative, so I'm assuming it's more the vinegar hot sauce kind of scent, I don't know. And then someone even said that it was fruit mixed with chemicals. So again, it seems like it's personal preference because the thing that I found on the positives over and over and over again, I also found on the negatives over and over and over again. Then the positives said, oh, it's just mild tingling. I've definitely had lip plumpers that are worse. And then the negatives said, my lips are burning off. So literally all three trends on the positives, I also found the same three trends on the negatives. I have no idea how that happens. So, you know, there's not really much I can tell you about it because it wasn't like 50-50. Obviously with a 4.3 star, it leaned a little more positive than negative, but buyer beware. So it is a cruelty-free brand. We love that on this channel, and that is all the information that I have on this specific Fenty product, but there are other Fenty products in this category as well. Now the next one I own, but I cannot find. I don't know where it is, but it is a Killawatt highlighter. It's a freestyle Killawatt highlighter. I don't own these exact two shades, so it's basically a duo. It comes with two shades, but I own one that I really love, and I don't know where she is, so I can't actually show it to you. It has really cool packaging. You can see it on screen right now, and it comes in two shades. One that's subtle and like kind of barely there, if I'm being honest, and then one that's in your face there. Like, use it as eyeshadow if you don't like highlighter. That's how pigmented it is. And all of the duos have that same kind of thing, like a light one for day, and then a like, girl, your face is snatched one for night. But the one in this one, actually the light one gets the most positive reviews, and then the non-light one gets the worst reviews because they say it's way more like a blush, which I think all of them kind of are when you look at the like night one or pigmented one. But they say like it's more like a blush, and they compare it to NARS Orgasm, that blush. They compare it to that and said like it's just like a not as good version of that. So if you already have that, then why would you buy this one? I don't know, but you can always use them as eyeshadow. Like, that's what I do with my pigmented side. I use it more as eyeshadow than I do as highlighter because I'm not a highlighter girl, because I have oily skin and I don't need to look more oily than I am. I already look like a pizza. I don't need to look like an oily pizza. The MSRP is $38. As far as ingredients, there's nothing really like stand out. I know some people avoid talc. Both of them do have talc in this particular one. Also has silicone, so if you don't like to put silicone on your skin, also in this one as well, but there's nothing else that's really like to stand out for me. So this one has really high rating, 4.7 stars with over 16,000 reviewers. That's really, really high. And a lot of people like that it's buildable, that it's pigmented, and I think they're talking about the pigmented side. The actual negative comments, which were few and hard to find, were just about the shade being like orangey and like a worse version of, like I said, the NARS blush that pretty much everyone already owns anyway, so why wouldn't you just use that? That's kind of what they say. But the positives were all about the formula, also that you could use it as shadow and it works really well as shadow, stays all day. And there were more than one, I didn't read obviously all 6,000, but out of the pages that I read, there was more than one reviewer that said that it worked really well for textured skin without showing texture, and that's something really hard to find in highlighters. Then there's another Fenty product. This is a very large category. We still have a few to go. It is called a Diamond Balm Diamond Veil All Over Veil in the shade Royal Icing. This one has a $40 retail value. Also a lot of silicones in the ingredient list, so again, if you're avoiding that, you can probably decide to just take this one off your list of potentials. And this also has a lot of reviews and also a really high review rate. So it's a 4.6 with over 8,000. I think it was, actually, I have it right here, 8,424 reviewers. So that's a lot. People really liked that it was creamy, like it felt creamy, that it's not too messy, but that it has a glitter finish. So I think the not too messy means that the glitter doesn't get everywhere all throughout the day. For the negatives, they say it doesn't show, or some people said it takes too much product to actually show, so that they were felt like they were wasting product. So I guess the pigment on this one isn't really there. There's also many about the product breaking out of the compact that it comes in. So I read about 7 pages of reviews, and I found 4 people that just said, like, you know, in a couple weeks, it literally came out and like broke and it's unusable now. So if you end up choosing this, just be careful how you store it, careful how you open it, like all the things, you know. Don't just throw it in a makeup bag. Take care of this one because I think she's a little delicate. And this product is also cruelty-free, just like the other Fenty products. This one's also gluten-free as well. I don't know if the other ones are gluten-free because it didn't say, like Fenty doesn't explicitly say, and I didn't like go through every single ingredient to check it for that, but this one does mention on the website that it is gluten-free. We're down to the last 2. The next one is from Morgan Lane. This is their Alley robe, and you can get it in either navy or in white. So Morgan Lane is a pretty expensive brand. They do have a lot of robes that are very expensive, like over $200, but they usually have a percentage of silk in them. This one is not silk at all. It is actually 100% polyester. It's a poly satin, so it's gonna feel similar to silk because satin is just the way that the material is put together, so the way the polyester is put together. That gives it some of the same benefits of silk. Silk is the actual material that's being used. Satin is the way the material is put together so that it feels similar to silk and has some of the same benefits as silk. It's good for your hair, good for your skin, all of that good stuff. So this one has an MSRP of $198, and that is pretty comparable to everything else on the Morgan Lane website, except I don't think it really is because the other items have silk in them, and silk is a more expensive material. So just personally, I think this one, they definitely bumped up that retail value because this is another exclusively made for FabFitFun item. You do have it in 2 different colors. You also have 3 different sizes. You could either do small, medium, large, extra large. Small, medium was 0 to 8. Large, extra large is 8 to 16. And then they also have plus size, which was 16 to 28. So they have very like size inclusive sizes and 2 colors to choose from, whichever one you like. But I honestly just don't see that retail value really being what it should be because it's not the same as the other items on that website that are $200 or $300. It's not using the same material, and they don't really have something that's poly satin that's on their website that I could find in the robe section. I went through all the robes and I couldn't find another one that is made of this particular material. So if you're getting it just because you're like, I love Morgan Lane robes, it's not gonna be the same as Morgan Lane robes. But will the quality still be there? That we will find out, that we'll see. They're definitely cute. This is also machine wash cold and tumble dry low. I love it when we can machine wash something, so I'm 100% all aboard on that. And that is all the information I have because it is, again, an exclusively made for FabFitFun item, so all I have is the same information from FabFitFun. The last item is a throwback, so I do happen to have it. It is from Alice and Olivia, and they have this cute little mascot called Stace Face. And I feel like she's me sometimes. She has these huge glasses and this bun on her head and like red lipstick. And I just loved that she is the actual like pull for this zipper. So that's why I ended up getting this. It's black and it has all these cute little daisies all over it. It does have the strap so you could wear it over your shoulder, but it also has the handles here. And really, I do like this a lot. This is also, when it first came to FabFitFun, it was exclusively made for FabFitFun. They obviously have it on their website now, but I haven't seen it at other retailers either. But it's an okay size. It's cute. It's small. If you have like going over to a girlfriend's house or something like quickly, then yeah, this is something like you could just pack real quick and take with you. I like to pack a lot, so maybe that's a me thing, not a this thing. In this case, it's gonna actually come as a set with the hat that was also available in the past box, but they were available separately. The hat is not my cup of tea. So all I have is this. I don't have the hat to show you, but together the retail value of the two is $235. And that is, again, because this brand, Alice and Olivia, just is kind of like a really trendy Los Angeles brand, and that's the price point of their other items. But this was made exclusively for FabFitFun, so do I think it actually fits in that retail value? I absolutely don't. No, I don't. But, you know, it's still quality, so that's all that really matters. They do mention that it has two exterior pockets, so they're actually on the sides here, and they fit about my hand. That's pretty much it. And then one interior pocket, and that one has a zipper, so, but also would fit about my hand in this one as well. And yeah, I've used it a couple times, which I don't know why the tag is still on here because I definitely remember using this, but whatever, I still have the tag on there. So I can give you the dimensions even though I have the bag right here, but it's 8.25 inches this way, then 9.5 from top to bottom. And that one's definitely like really spot on. But then they say 16 inches across. And if you're counting maybe the center where it dips in a little, then yes, it's probably 16 inches. Okay, so that's maybe 15 inches. But when I went to the widest section, which is up at the top, it's way more. So let me just go edge to edge here. It's like almost 18 inches up here, but that's, again, its widest part. So I think they're just trying to maybe take an average or something when they give you that 16 inches. And then it does have the 10-inch drop handle. So this is 10 inches from this base of the handle here to the top up here. Now for the hat, they give us circumference, which I'm gonna put around my head. I think I have a big head, but then I found out that I don't. So it's 22.8. So I do have some space here. There's probably like 3 fingers for me. But like I said, I found out that I don't have a big head compared to other people. I just feel like when I look at my head, it looks big, you know? Like maybe because I have a round face, but apparently I have a very normal size head. And the brim is almost 3 inches. It's 2.8 inches. So that's what would be sticking off of your hat. It's also reversible. So you get this same pattern, the black with the daisies, or an all white side. So if you don't really like the daisies, if you want that on the inside, I mean, obviously if you're getting the bag, you're like matching with it. So that's super cute. Like go to the airport with your little matching set. And the white side is made of canvas, 90% poly, 10% cotton. And the not white side, the side with all the flowers, they say it's printed twill, and that is 100% polyester. The hat is hand wash only. I don't always listen to that. So if something's on my head and getting all my hair oils and like hairspray and things on it, I'm probably gonna still hit in the washer. Like hopefully it wouldn't get messed up. Maybe just like don't dry it. But yeah, it is hand wash only if you want to follow the instructions as is. They also mentioned that it's not water resistant, so you can't use it as a rain cap. I never thought that thought until I read that it wasn't water resistant, but then I was like, oh, they're probably saying it for this reason. So I don't know, but you can't use it for that. And that's it. That is everything in category 1. Now I'm off to edit this and try to get it posted for you. Hopefully the day before we have to customize, because I have a lot of work to do and a lot of Goldilocks to do, so we'll see. I'm gonna try to get number 1 and 2 up before customization for annuals, and then on day 1 of customization or night 1 after we've customized, I'll try to do 3 and 4, so you could always go back and change your selection. So hopefully I'll get those in. Do I think I'll get 5 and 6 in before customization is over? I have no idea, but I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try for you guys. But having your own business is hard, but like having it and then getting sick for 2 weeks when you're the only person that does everything is even harder. So still recovering from that, but thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!